Journeymen, journeywomen. Man, I got my lights up too loud. This is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Let me see if I can cut one of these down. Uh, that still ain't be good. Maybe too light. I don't know. But I just say I got one person on. That's just me. So let's see what we're looking like. Oh, still may be fine. Okay. Hey y'all. Y'all come and say something? All right, all right. I had a late responder, y'all. It's Phil. Hey Phil. If anybody's on the chat line, just come in and just say something. I'm coming on live right now. Hero's Journey with Dr. D. This is my live response to forgive the pet. Just stand up and say something.
Oh, hi.
These my assistants.
Oh, hi. We are here from the last week call to go back on the other story.
Just stay still. Okay, go ahead.
We will not show a clip, but I have something to say. Do you know? I need to go next. Sorry. Bye.
Yeah, that's Serene Justice. Come on,
I need to
Grace.
about it.
Okay, you come back later.
I think I'm about to say.
Okay. And get another one. Come on.
I can.
Yeah! I have no idea what I'm listening to.
Don't be too
Because
loud.
these things aren't plugged
I
in.
can like.
Okay.
Hello, my name's Nice.
All right. Okay. All right. Close the door for me.
Okay.
Close all the way. All right. Okay. Check it out. I didn't think I'll be able to do one because I didn't get any response till later on. Hey, but Phil said something. Well, he I get the most interesting responses when I reach out to people. He said, well, it was good. It's okay. Did you comment? And nobody wants to comment. Please comment, people. It helps me let me know I'm live. It lets me know that somebody's on the other end listening to me. Now, because I need to polish up some things on it, and I'm gonna recap on what I talked about earlier. And I talked about the three. It's more than three. It's about 5 levels of when I'm 5 levels where I'm dealing with different the Illustrator platform. I'm talking about different markers as they relate to different depths of situations that we actually have occurred that's occurred to us in our past. Oh, did nobody go to this text and tell me that my collar was jacked up? Ah, all right, that's not. Now, Potter say he liked my shirt. Hey, you like it? Hey, cool. But in any case, but but the thing is that you have different levels of pain that people experience. Some may be in depth, some may be deep, and in some people's opinion, be very shallow. But in any case, it affects you. The thing that affected you yesterday, you would think that it doesn't affect you today. But the thing that affected you yesterday still affects you the same way. Now it's just that you learn to create a better mask. You go to work and you do the family functions and you learn to tolerate something and to deal with something, but you're dealing internally as eating you inside and out. You never deal with your past. So therefore it affects your present. And in the meantime, it's destroying any hope for a pleasant future. Realizing that your present is just a byproduct of your past. And we all have things that are not favorable in our past that we actually don't care to discuss, to put it frankly. But things need to be discussed. Or somebody you can confide in. Um, just to get off your chest and just to expel that thing. And just leave it. Well, I explained earlier that you have a marker. Some things are so dark. It's like redacted document. You know, you use it just to cover up the bad stuff. But the ink is so heavy that it bleeds. It bleeds and pick up the paper and you still got ink on your hands because the situation, the environment, the communication with the individual of the past has been so harsh, um, and impacted you and put such impression on you that affects you to this very day. That's why most people can't keep relationships because John did them wrong. So Bill and Joe become John, not in reality, but only in their mind. But in a person's mind, that's the reality. So they'll live every day as if it's yesterday in their reality, making other people look at them like that. Something's wrong with those people. Now I don't know if my mic is up real good, but hey, I think I got a better sound, but y'all just let me know something. Y'all can say something on the line because I'm here for a little bit. I'm not gonna if I'm here for a little bit. So let me just recap. Recap. You got the diff. You have the big wide marker. I use the Sharpie. Sharpie is a heavy imprint that everybody know about the Sharpie. Everybody know about the big dark marker. Remember elementary school, you have to get the poster board. You get the poster board. You got to do that project, and then you get the project. You have to get the marker. And Why don't you get a lighter marker? Oh, you get that permanent marker. Why? Because it stands out. But not only stands out, it sticks out. It stays. It even smells. And that's how it is in our lives in certain situations. We have situations that's so dark, and the whiff of the ink of the application is so wide that not only does it smell, but it shows from a distance. When people see you coming, they smell the aroma of that marker and they see the depth and the girth of the spread of the marker. And sometimes they just want to be around that marker because the mark is on you. Because earlier I talked about you being the sheet of paper and the marker being the person or the situation or the environment that has impacted or put an impression on you. It's impacted you so much where you have an impression on you. And when that impression is on you, when people see, they don't see the marker. They see just the impression of the marker. They don't literally see the marker as it was put on you. They don't see the culprit as they done something to you. They don't see the person as they told you things negatively. They don't see the environment as it may harden you. They don't see you not having heat on in the middle of a blizzard, a below zero weather. They don't see you walking to school with no shoes. They don't see not going without food. They don't see that, but they see the effects on your person, which is the impression. They see the effects on your person, and it can either make you hard or it can make you be reflective and make you better. Some people think it's. Some people take it as, and they take it as not good. And the situation within itself is not good. The environment within itself is not good. How the person, the parent, the authority person, or the friend, the uncle had treated you is not good. But all things work together for the good of those who love God, are called according to his purpose. But I understand a lot of people don't love God. Uh, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We still have a purpose. If you love God or not, you still have a purpose. And the situations around you are there to make you stronger. And if you don't embrace it as a learning tool, it will be the mark on you. You won't embrace that mark. The, the mark will embrace you. And you'll be a marked soul. It won't be you making something out of the mark. It'd be people calling you a mark. Remember back in the day? That dude, that's a mark. That wasn't a pleasant um, statement of a endearing quality. Okay, but when I said the mark, you get the dark marker, then you go down to a felt tip or thinner sharpie. Where the girth is not that wide, it's thinner, but it's still dark. But it's decreasing. But it only decreases when you start to forgive. So first you forgive with your mouth, then you start walking in forgiveness. You can't say you forgive a person. Your body saying your body and your tone is gruff and nasty to the person because you if you don't understand, you don't realize that not 93 yes, but not 93% of 93% of communication is not using your words at all. 93% of communication is using tone and body language. So if I said I forgave you and my body and my tone doesn't show, doesn't prove my words as fact, then far my perception of people's receiving me is that they didn't hear the words, but they heard my body, they heard my tone. So forgiveness didn't reside there. Now, understanding some things are so deep that that's why it's a marker at first. And that's why it goes to a thin marker. It's residue is still there. And it's a process. It's all about process. Can you survive the process? It goes to a thin marker. From a thin marker, which is a felt tip marker, to a ballpoint pen. You see where I'm going? The levity increases. The density of the ink. It's not as dark. It's not as solid or smooth. It has breaks in it. It even can be pulled up more so than a permanent marker. Okay, so after that, after the ballpoint pen, you have a ballpoint pen. You have a number two pencil. Number two pencil is deep in lead. You mark number two. But the beauty about number two that you have a is an opportunity to be lifted totally. It's still there. It's still an imprint. It's still an impression. But this impression can be lifted. They only be lifted when it gets to the end. Number two pencil, number three pencil. The leg is on 1 second. The leg is lighter, and that means that the density is rising up. Then you get an eraser.
What was the recap of the other story? What was about the other
Okay.
story?
Yes, that's a recap of the other story. Hold on a second, y'all.
What did you do on the other story?
What other story? I'm recapping now.
No, the other one that you did before this one.
I'm recapping on it now.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
I thought you was coming to say something.
Oh,
It's injustice, y'all.
so we shouldn't let our anger control the thoughts in our mind. So now we need to put us on the base of the mind. We need to calm down ourselves. Exhale, and then just maybe you need a little bit of rest. You're probably hype. Is my way to explain it. So bye.
Yeah, and that's
Out.
and this is a recap of the last video we talked about anger and dealing with the anger, and she was just recapping on that. But everything falls in because a lot of times you're angry because the situations that happen, the things of yesteryear. So, like I was stating, you go number two pencil, then you go number three pencil, and we all know. Remember, that's why you can never do the test in number three pencil. They say you go to test, you need to understand your number two pencil. Why? Because the computer could not pick up a number three pencil. It wasn't dark enough. But you don't need the darkness to reside in you. So that's why it's a good thing when you go from number 2 to number 3. It's light enough. And it's light enough for the last stage. Then I think if you get to the point where your actions, the momentum of your actions of forgiveness, they're catching up with your words. So the 7% increases 20-30%. Your body language, your tone, your actions. You're not just talking about, you about it. You start to believe what you say. So you got to put your words out there before you actually see your body's your subconscious. It's like a second brain. You have to put it out there before you have to meet it. You have to meet your words. Your words go out there. You meet your words. You put life, you put your words out there, and you meet the words that you put out there. And sometimes you say things that you don't feel like it, but then you walk up to it because that's your word, and your word is bond. So it reverses to eraser. So what happens? Erases it. Now you think the eraser is erasing everything? No, no, no. It erases it. Erases the. See, it's no more marker. It's no more pen, felt tip. It's number 3, but it's still what's left is the impression. Have you ever wrote something and then erased it and then went back and then put some lead on as charcoal, and then when you lift it up, you still can see the words because it's an impression. Even if the ink is gone, there still is an imprint on your life. I never said that it'll go away. I just said the whole purpose of forgiveness is so that your past hurts don't control your present day experience. Don't you want that? See, don't ignore where you come from, but embrace it as a stepping stone to get where you're going. That's all we want. All lessons in life are just that, lessons to get you through life. But we all know when you don't pass that class, you end up doing it again, just maybe in a different classroom. So let's not hold the ink, the lead of our past on the paper of our being. Let's erase it so we can write a New Testament, so we can push forward and be what we're intended to be what we're called to be what we're purposed to be. Don't you want that? Well, journeymen and journeywomen, if you find value in this is my live. And I'm on here because I got a live comment. They get many, but please, if you look at the video, just thumbs up or something. Put a comment or put a suggestion or request on another video. I'll be more than happy to do another video pertaining to this. So I'm talking this live right now, so this will be up probably Monday morning. So I encourage you, I implore you, don't just be a listener, be a doer. And every day you get vertical, make it a point in life to get up and move forward, because everybody don't have that testimony. This is a hero journey with Dr. D. Out.